What is up, you guys, and welcome back to the channel. Please do me a favor, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, do everything necessary to get this thing to live long, thrive, and survive. Let's go ahead and take a look at XRP on the daily time frame. Guys, if you were able to manage yesterday's call out from us, right, we were talking about the downside coming in very likely from that 267, 270 top. We ended up talking about a $2.50 bottom side. We ended up reaching about $2.47 of that bottom call out, right, guys? So very, very good indeed. Now, the thing to kind of worry about here is, do we have any further downside to go? And now, if we did experience this downside against BTC's influence, what does BTC have to say as far as this downside, right? So if you can see here, guys, yesterday's analysis, we were talking about BTC dropping into the areas of around 94,006 to around 93,528.77, of which we got this bottom side here of 93,000, just about 336, right? So very impressive getting us that bottom side for a potential long entry, right, guys? So the explosion that happened from there was really from 93,005 all the way up to about 95,008, right, guys? So that was a pretty nice $2,000 move towards the upside, and it did kind of help a bunch of assets reach some peaks, right? I did see a lot of the altcoins also reach some immediate short-term pumps to the upside. So let's find out if it still has some of that upside thrust to go, right? Hourly time frame, BTC looking just a little bit weak here, right? Let's get it a little more granular here. So 15-minute time frame is suggesting a continuation to the downside, fresh cross and fresh downside opening signal, right? 10 minutes and 50 seconds and counting for that 15 minutes to close. Now, the 10-minute time frame still has around 6 minutes to go, and this is still suggesting downside continuation. Okay, so the 10 is cascading into the 15. 15 is cascading into the 30-minute time frame for downside with expansion, right, on volatility. The hourly time frame still looks a little speculative too, with that little bit of a kink there, a little curve. The bi-hourly time frame would mark the end of that downside for the immediate short term. So if we can go ahead and pick up our data cells, right? So let's go ahead and take a look at this right here. I know that's going to be a little bit tiny here, but the ATR low on the daily or the bi-hourly time frame, that would be just about $809, marking off a current ATR low of about 94,803, right, guys? So the bi-hourly time frame has it has already 95,191. So to its fairness, it still could experience a further downside here into that low of about 94,008, which, by the way, reminds me very much of this right here, right? So it would be a probability here for us to come back and test yet again the $94,700 zone right around here, and then experience a bounce to the upside, right? So the bi-hourly time frame still shows an upside here. This is going to correlate directly into XRP, so it's important for us to look at this, right, guys? 3-hourly time frame is still suggesting an upside with some expansion there. Nice. 4-hour time frame, critical contraction here, right? But it looks to expand here pretty soon with an upside bias. 6-hour time frame expanding, right? So we are hitting the throttle towards an upside bias. Now the 8-hour time frame also shows some upside probabilities here with that continuation signal on that volatility, right, guys? So what's happening here is that, yeah, it looks a little bit bearish, right? But that's just because we got that 8-hour close just a little over 1 hour ago, and that is right now performing its 30 to 50% prior bar pullback, right, guys? So all good in the hood. 12-hour time frame open up just around the same time as the 8-hour time frame, and it's suggesting it's suggesting a potential turnaround here. It's looking like it may actually want to pick up an upside after it figures out and validates its near-term support zone. Okay, so if that's really the case, guys, I think that we may be actually in a good position so far. It feels like it could kind of consolidate here as we ride up towards that 96,007 to about that 96,004 in the more immediate short term. Okay, guys, so let's just find out to see what's going to happen here, because there is still a potential that we can drop BTC at the 94,007 here pretty soon. Let's go ahead, and now that we know this, right, let's go ahead and take a look at XRP's price action, as there is a very speculative formation going on here, right, guys? We definitely see the head and shoulders forming up right in here, but I gotta tell you that this may actually be positioning, or it may be in the process of getting some type of a maybe a bear trap in line, and I'll go ahead and show you why, right, guys? There is a probability to where we can be experiencing something along the lines of this formation here, right? So something maybe even like this, right? So let me just go ahead and correct it. So yeah, just about this right here. Let me correct this this bottom side as well. right? Just so that we can favor these bottom supports area, the supports, right? So yeah, I'm looking at this as yes, it is a bearish formation amongst a bearish other formation here. I get that. But this isn't validated as a bearish formation yet. We still need, arguably speaking here, we still need one more touch of its resistance. So there is actually a probability for XRP to start continuing towards an upside here soon. Now, considering the downside that BTC has, there is a probability here that XRP could continue to that downside in spite of the BTC downside that we just observed, which means that we could bring down BTC's price, XRP's price, anywhere between the areas of 246.69 to just about, I guess I can call it 243.43 or 242.43. So let's go ahead and just jot that down now. 242.43 to, I would say, let's see. Yep, I would say just about 246.69. Okay, guys, I think that's it may be that price action bounces from here. Of course, we still have one more bound at the bottom side that we have to kind of look out for, 227 to 234.01. But the reason why I'm saying that there may be a bounce here, guys, is because this could be the signal here to bear trap, right? Use the liquidity from the bears loading up all in this area here in anticipation of breaking down and really falling hard here, but not noticing the regression of a potential ascending channel, or not noticing the position or the positioning of the following. So let me just go ahead and kind of display to you a little something here, right? So we're going to get rid of this here, this, and honestly speaking, we can just get rid of all of this stuff too, right? We already played that play. We just did it yesterday, so everything good. So we're going to get rid of this stuff too, and these targets, right? So for now, we're just going to go ahead and keep one right down here. Okay, guys? So let me get rid of this thing as well, and also this. Okay, so what I wanted to display to you here is it could be even visible from many time frames. It's visible from many time frames. That's just the bottom line here. But yeah, so what I'm observing here is one of my, I hate this freaking formation. I hate it. And I hate it a lot. Okay, guys, it's not, I just typically, formation theory is, it is what it is, man. But there is a possibility here of kind of exploring, there is a possibility here of kind of looking at a potential cup and handle here, guys. So if that is the case, then, this may actually be introducing to us a kind of a unique opportunity, right, guys, for a potential long position. So if this is really that cup and handle that we're practicing here, guys, that means that the upside would be measured from that cup top all the way to the cup bottom, right? As low as that cup can go, right? It would be just like this here. So this would be the trend line for it. We apply that to the top end of your handle here, which could be right about this point here. You know what? I'll even do it just at this point here, just to see what's up. Okay, guys, so the price action here is leading towards a potential $3.50 zone, which is the top side of this channel here. Okay, so that, or this resistance here. So naturally speaking, we already have a zone to kind of look out for as far as the probabilities of a resistance. So it would be something along the lines of this right here. Okay, so if we are kind of expecting this kind of a move towards the upside, then that would be in respects to creating this bear trap here, using this channel, and also using the potentials of this cup and handle, thus invalidating this head and shoulders all in all, and kind of using the liquidity here from the shorts to get ourselves to that top end of 335 to 350.33 potential new highs coming in for this, guys. I think I'm not gonna just I don't want to shill this like that, right, guys? But it is, I'm currently seeing what I'm seeing now. I guess if we were to take a look at maybe volatility here from a more immediate short term, then we should see some signs. Okay, hourly time frame, sure, that does have it does have some upside here, right? Bi-hourly time frame does have some expansion as well, upside bias on that bi-hourly stochastic. 3-hour time frame, upside pivot, upside of volatility. 4-hour time frame, yeah, we have expansion with upside stochastics. 6-hour time frame, upside stochastics and upside volatility as well. Really nice. 8-hour time frame does have a really nice crossover with expansion, right? And also potential crossing over of that 8-hour time. So if we are looking at a total upside for now, that would be from the 12-hour opening valuation, which could be right about this area here of 256.47. That can give us an upside of about, I would say, 13 to 14 cents from the opening of that 12-hour bar, which is 256. So that would naturally put us right at about $2.60. And that is measuring the resistance of this very channel in here that we're currently in. Okay, guys. So I do think... Yeah, I do think that we have some probabilities in line here, guys, for the immediate short term. Let's see if we still have upside continuation in other time frames. Okay, we in fact do on a buy daily. 3-day time frame still has upside to go. 4-day time frame also upside. Let's see the weekly time frame. Yeah, questionable, but it still has that upside to go. Yeah, guys, I think I'm kind of leaning towards the bulls here. Okay, I may be completely wrong, so please be very careful with this. Okay, so but yeah. I feel like there may be a loading zone here at 242.09 to just around that, hold on. How am I going to do that? There we go. To just around that 246.65. And there is a second probability here of reaching down to this area. Not sure if it will. It is probable here, right? But I'm not sure if it actually will. So heads up on these potential bottom sides for long entries and potential upside continuation on this asset. Okay, guys, so, yeah, so please remember, team, to reach out to me at ARCmastersCourse@gmail if you would like to get enrolled into the Beginners Trading and Charting Mentorship Program. It is hosted by me, and you will be with me live here, right, guys? So I know that the courses have already started, but they are filmed, and they are there for your convenience, so I can go ahead and get you started with the pre-recorded stuff and have you join in the live, so then you could join in with the other students, okay, guys? So make sure to get in touch with me at ARCmastersCourse@gmail and ask for your syllabus and disclaimer as soon as possible. Make sure to make a change in that portfolio in this new year. Okay, guys, I love you all very much. I hope that this helped some. And yeah, I guess we will chat here pretty soon. All right, guys, please take whatever I do show and iterate within these videos as just a form of entertainment, as I cannot suggest for you to buy, sell, or hold any assets whatsoever. I need you to do your own due diligence and everything will be cool. But with that said, team, I wish you well, a very good rest of your night and or day. And I will catch you at the bell mañana. Adios, team. Peace.